and make things happen because they're just so dynamic.
Lining up from the 34 on first down. Looking to throw on first down. Quick completion on the out. Oh, a lot of space. And they'll move the chains and get it to the 47-yard line. They are dialed in on this drive. A couple of chunk plays, and now they'll snap it on first down. Fires to the tight end. Gets it all the way down to the 39-yard line. It'll be a first down. Missouri wants to go fast.
Man, this quarterback is having himself a day. Over 200 yards in the first half. It was
wide open. He makes the catch. And he ran away from the defense to take it in. Touchdown, Tigers. Quarterbacks love receivers that can get separation, but that amount of separation is a little excessive.
I agree, Reese, and I think the defense needs to have a little powwow on the sidelines and talk about what just happened, because that was an absolute busted coverage on the back end. Defense can't keep playing like that.
Coming out with it, it's Cameron. Pulled down at the 18, and the decision to bring it out of the end zone was not a good one. They'll start this drive from the 18-yard line. Quarterback making adjustments. Back to throw, it's Robertson. Takes a hit as he fires. Incomplete. He had to get rid of it before he wanted to. The defense put the heat on.
This QB has had a lot of success all day long, throwing for so many touchdowns, looking very comfortable. Finally, the defense gets to him. Finally, the defense gets a win. They needed something to go their way. Got to start getting some more hits on this guy.
Snag in the middle. It's Wilson. Moves it out to the 34-yard line. A nice 15-yard gain on that one.
That's why the bullet pass is so important. Sometimes these defenses, they don't give you big windows to throw into, and you want to take that chance, but you cannot lob that football down the field and get it in there. Nice use of the bullet pass, Mike.
Gonna take a shot. Oh, he dropped it. That deep ball was right on the money. You just have to make that catch.
I know one of the things this defense really prides themselves on is being physical, and early in this game, putting a big hit on a guy that's already had a couple catches in this game, that's a good omen for the defense.
Good pickup on the ground, and they'll mark him down at the 39. Let's see if they keep it on the ground here on third down. From the shotgun, they'll run it. Got the first down. Looking for more. All down, but he has enough to move the chains.
Well, that's kind of the advantage of third and medium, right? Is the defense, you keep them guessing. You could throw it, you can run it. That time they hand it off and they pick it up.
Yeah, and you can see the D drop back a little bit. It creates a little bit of space. The running back blasts through, gets the first down.
Wants to go up top on first down. Fires to the middle. No, he loses the ball after the huge gain. Defense got it, they're on the run. Picked up a few extra on that return, but what a play by this defense to get the football.
You've got to have better ball security on offense. The football possession, that is priceless. Losing possession, turning the ball over, that kills you in games, that loses games, and that is a bad play at a bad time.
And that one's incomplete. We're taking a shot there, but couldn't hook up.
Well, we know this offense hasn't been able to get it going on the ground so far in this game. Now they're trying through the air, but give this defense credit. They've got a really good game plan. They've got all 11 guys on that side of the ball executing perfectly. Fantastic job in the back end that time, being in position and making sure that thing fell incomplete.
Coming to the line of scrimmage on third down. From the gun, wants to pass. Picked off, and they ruin an early drive with the turnover. He was looking for that big return to go with the pick, but he'll set him up in business at the 36.
This is obviously not a great start for this quarterback here. 2 interceptions already in this game. He's got to do a much better job with his decision.
When want to be efficient here in the final 2 minutes. Give to the running back. And maybe he'll get back to the line of scrimmage, but no more than that.
Don't you love energetic defenses that fly around, that make things happen? The ones that get in the backfield, the running back tries to go somewhere. Where do you want him to go? There is nowhere to go. Nice job by the defense, creating the tackle for a loss on first down.
Grabbed over the middle. It's Wilson. Wide open spaces. What a play there, and he rips off a big one all the way to the 16-yard line. The Bears looking to take advantage of this red zone trip. From the shotgun, the inside give. And he was fortunate not to lose yardage on that play, able to wedge it back to the line of scrimmage.
That back had absolutely nowhere to run the football. Actually, is he counting? I think he's counting to make sure there's only 11 guys on defense.
Looking to throw, it's Robertson. They go to the wide receiver screen. And he is going to lose yardage. Nowhere to run as he is forced out of bounds. And the Bears need a massive chunk play to move the sticks here on third down. From the gun, wants to pass. Got it! Into the end zone. Touchdown, Bears!
And that's the way you execute on offense, man. You keep your foot on the gas. Try to make this a two-score game. You do with that touchdown. This offense executing beautifully. The defense is going to have to find something in the second half to get some stops.
And the extra point extends the lead to 16. A very efficient 5-play scoring drive. They're set to kick it off, and this crowd now ready to get behind them. He'll bring it out from inside his own 10. Nice job executing all of the assignments as they put a stop to that return at the 22. First play of the drive comes from the 22. Wants to throw on first down. Unloads to the wideout. Grabbed in the middle. It's Manning. And he gets it to the 44-yard line. It'll be a first down. We got a timeout here late in the first half, and they'll try to get more points on the board before the break. Cranking up a drive like that can really get you going. It's first down from the 44. Going up top. And incomplete on the deep ball.
And that's a big shot. That's a big incompletion. But this offense has to continue to do more of that. When you're trailing and you've got to make plays, they got to find creative ways to push this ball down the field and get this offense in a flow.
Oh, he's got some space. And they were looking for a chunk play, and they got it. The explosive picks up more than 30. They'll rush to the line. Clock stopped for the first down. They'll set the chains and wind the clock. From the red zone, he's going to throw it. He got it. He'll be stopped just short of the end zone, but they'll have it first and goal. Timeout called by the offense, and now they just have one remaining in the half. And this is a really important series of plays, a chance to cut into the lead just before halftime. Quarterback duplicitous in his dealing. Some would even say sneaky. Sneaks it into the end zone.
And that was a really big score here at the end of the first half, just for their confidence and their momentum. They're obviously still losing right now on the scoreboard, but you had the feeling something positive had to happen here at the end of the first half for them to go in at halftime, regroup, and come out in the second half now trying to build on that successful drive offensively.
He'll bring it out. It's Cameron. Just never had a chance to shake loose, and he'll be brought down at the 24. Let's see how they play it in this final 30 seconds of the first half. A little too anxious along that offensive line. That'll be a false start. The officials offer the deal, and the coach accepts it. They will take the penalty. Time dwindling away as they try to put points on the board right before the half. Quarterback may change this route. An unforced error there. They don't get the snap off in time. Offense took a little bit too much time at the line there. Dropping back, it's Robertson. Catch in the middle, it's Wilson. We've got a timeout in the waning seconds of the half. Maybe a chance to get off a couple more plays. Behind the chains now on 2nd and long. Back to throw, and they've got to be aware of the clock. Picked off, a turnover in their own end. Bringing it back. Touchdown, Tigers. What momentum you get when the defense comes up with a play like that.
Awesome job by the linebacker there in coverage, reading the quarterback's eyes, spying the QB, knowing where that ball was going to get thrown, and then the ball skills just to pluck it out of the air and take it back for a touchdown. Awesome work.
And it'll be a touchback. The ball will come out to the 25-yard line. One more play before the teams head to the locker rooms. They'll leave it with him. And he takes this one back to the line of scrimmage, a rather anticlimactic end to the first half. So that's going to do it here in the first half. Stay tuned for the halftime break. Missouri will put a foot to it to start us in the second half. Fielded in the end zone, it's Cameron. Not nearly as much as he'd hoped when he brought it out of the end zone. He'll be stopped at the 15. Good news, I guess. A lot of room to work with as they start this drive from their own 15. To the air on first down. Caught over the middle. It's Cameron. And a good job in coverage there as they stop it after just a few.
Wow, the quarterback knew he had to get that one to his receiver quickly on the in route. Did you see the velocity on that throw?
So now it's 2nd and long. Making side adjustments here. Now on the option. He'll be stopped just short of the 20 at the 19. Give him one.
It's a veteran defense. They've seen option before. They were prepared to see it in this game, and you're seeing it on that play right there. Everybody doing a great job with assignment football, staying in their gaps, accounting for anyone who can have the football. They were ready for the pitch guy that time, and they're able to make a quick stop.
And he'll pick up the first down, but he got drilled on that tackle. What a nice job to get through the progressions and find your man open on the drag.
And you can't do that without good protection up front by the offensive line, giving you a little bit of time. And you're right, the QB had time, saw the matchups, finally saw that drag come open.
It's a running room. The 30. He's at the 20. And he slipped through the crowd, and he'll house it. Touchdown, Baylor!
This QB just has such a feel. He's so good with these design quarterback runs. He's patient. He allows the holes to develop. He puts his foot in the ground. And in the open field, he's as dangerous as any ball carrier in the country.
They'll try to add another to their lead. And he tacks on the extra point. Quick work on that scoring drive, just 4 plays. And he capped it off with some swag and some speed with a 73-yarder for the score. Looking for an alley from inside his own 10. And the coverage team able to wrestle him down. This drive opens up at the 23-yard line. Looking to throw on first down. Shoots it to the left. Got a wide open receiver. They got him free for a big gainer to the 43.
This is a shootout. Both offenses up and down the field. They're generating explosive plays. It feels like which team has the ball last may win, but give the quarterback a lot of credit that time because, again, he saw a beautiful look to take a shot into, and he throws an absolute dime.
Perhaps a touchdown-saving tackle at the 17. Rides the back and leaves it. He'll be hauled down just inside the 10 at the 9 as they're trying to turn this into a score. Operating in the red zone here on second down. This is a designed run. He bullies his way all the way down to the 5-yard line. Missouri comes up with a first and goal. They'll try to get it in with the run. And he'll be stuck. Got nothing. Line of scrimmage still at the 4.
Another tough run for this offense. And I think a big reason why they're down on the scoreboard right now is they just haven't been able to get this guy going. They've tried to give him the ball a lot. It just hasn't paid off. But you get the feeling, too, if they are going to crawl back in this one.
He's going for the goal line. And he takes it in for the score. Touchdown, Missouri! On to attempt the try. Follow the blockers. The offensive line will take you to the hallelujah land.
And I tell you what, most of the time, Reese, it requires a little bit of skill to find that hole and slither through a little crack. That was not a crack. That was wide open. Didn't take a lot of vision because the blocking was outstanding.
Really disciplined job by the coverage unit to get down there and make the stop at the 19. This drive will start from the 19-yard line. Quarterback making checks. To the air, it's Robertson. They make the stop, not a whole lot of ground picked up there, and they'll have work to do to get the first down.
This defense is going to have to be careful. Not only do they have to worry about this guy running the football, but they've got to keep their eye on him when he runs routes, too. He is a versatile back.
Working that wide receiver screen. And the defense had that one well covered, just a short gain there. The Bears in the hurry-up. From the gun, he'll try to throw for it on third down. Oh, it's picked off, and boy, did this D need that. Never had a chance to get rolling after the pick, but he gives them the ball in prime field position at the 40.
We've just seen in this game the ball has just gotten away from him a little bit. A couple of times, just hasn't been able to put it where he wants to, and as a result, that's now his second pick thrown in this game.
Off the play fake on first down to throw. Quarterback now on the run, still looking. And it's incomplete. If you're going to take a hit like that, you might as well hang on to the ball.
And that's how pressure on a quarterback can affect the passing game. They were able to get after him on that play, and as a result, the QB made a bad decision, forcing that football into double coverage.
Got it in the middle, it's Coleman. Touchdown, Tigers! And that one will put them up here in the second half.
You know, quarterbacks and receivers, they develop confidence and chemistry as the game goes on. These two right now are definitely on the same page.
The kickoff unit is out there, and boy, did that last drive quiet this crowd. Fielded in the end zone. It's Cameron. He's brought down at the 16. Would have been much better off to take the touchback. We'll see what they can do on this drive that starts at the 16-yard line. The give to the back. He'll step out of bounds at the 23-yard line after a productive play for this offense.
Definitely been tough sledding for this guy, especially in the first half. They gave him the ball a bunch, but they just don't have a ton of yards on the ground to show for it at this point. That looked like a pretty good run, though. You just wonder maybe in the second half, if they keep giving him the football, it may start paying some dividends.
I'll tell you what, you could tell the defense knew exactly what they were doing. They were dialed in, took away the primary target, and then it's on you as an offense. Now I got to adjust. I got to do something different to what they're doing.
Direct snap. Look out, he's got room. They'll keep this drive moving by picking up the first down. They have it at the 36.
And they may have caught the defense napping there a little bit, David, maybe expecting pass on that third down, but because of the back's effort now, fresh set of downs.
And it's so nice to have a guy that you can give the football in these third down situations and feel confident you're going to continue to move the sticks.
To throw, it's Robertson. Throws for the tight end. Can't make the connection, and the defense putting on the heat and forcing the incompletion.
This is going to be a key that we look at this entire game. How can this defense find ways to affect this quarterback and get pressure on him? Because they felt coming into the game, if they could do that, they could affect him and influence this passing game.
Now on the move. This time he doesn't get loose, and finally the defense gets him bottled up behind the line. Trying to move the sticks on third down through the air. Quickly to the tight end. He won't get there. It'll bring up fourth down.
You know, I know it seems like an easy pitch and catch, but for the tight end there, that route potentially changes if it's man coverage. So good job by him knowing it's zone. I'm just going to sit down. This is basically like a check down, right? Let's just take the easy pitch and catch and keep this drive going.
Boy, if they don't convert this fourth down, there will be questions to be answered. He'll try to throw and pick up the first down. Converts on fourth down. Still going. They'll get him down, but not before he crosses the 50. He's down to the 49. And the Bears are moving quickly down the field. The give to the tailback. And a decent gain there before the defense makes the stop.
And I kind of like how the running back didn't mess around. Like, just get downhill when you see an opening. A lot of times they close so fast, man. Be decisive, stick your foot in the ground, pick up 3 to 4, and we are not going to complain.
Going to swing it on second down. He lofts it high and deep down the left side. Touchdown Bears! And they add 6 more to the board with that trip to the house.
And it's now the second time this wide receiver has scored. Another outstanding job with the route. Great job securing the catch.
They're going to go for 2 here and try to extend that lead to a field goal. Looking to pass, it's Robertson. He's got it for the 2-point conversion.
And I think you hear about this chart all the time, when to go for 2, when not to go for 2. Smart decision. Second half, being up by 1 doesn't help. Getting that 2-point conversion, that's a big deal. Now this offense up by a field goal.
Kickoff unit is out there again, and this crowd is feeling themselves after that last drive. Here's the return from inside his 10. He was looking for some running room, but not much to be found as he stopped at the 18. action on first down. Dances away. Unleashes one. All kinds of room to throw that one in there. And they make the tackle, but it'll be enough for a first down, and we'll see if they get another playoff here in the third.
That's the end of the third quarter of play. With the score, Baylor 51, Missouri 48.
They go back to work in the final period of this one. Looking downfield on first down. Can't find his man as he took a shot trying to deliver that football, and it'll be second down.
One possession game. You have got to be able to give your quarterback an opportunity to survey the field. He didn't have it that time. Got hit, affected the accuracy, and it falls incomplete.
On second down, he'll try to make the connection. Hit as he throws. This time it's complete. He's knocked out of bounds as he gets it across midfield and down to the 46. Mizzou coming out with a fresh set of downs.
You know, the defense, they just haven't been able to find an answer for this guy throughout the course of the game. Obviously, he's got 2 touchdowns, picks up the first down there. They've tried doubling him. They've tried man coverage, zone coverage. Nothing working on defense. They can't stop him.
And good job by this defense. Great job in the secondary. Eyes on the quarterback. They took away the first option, made him go to option 2, made him go through his progression, and then they got time to get home and get a hit on the quarterback.
This time it's complete. He goes out of bounds across the 25, mark it at the 24, and this defense, its head is spinning.
And that's why this running back's a big weapon here, right? Because not only can he run the ball, but he can catch it too. Even running flat routes when you know the ball's going to be in the air a long way, he can adjust to it, make something good happen after the catch. And quite honestly, they need him because they've thrown a couple of picks now in this game. They've got to find a way to get this guy going ball.
And that's your goal. Separate man from ball. Try to get your shoulder in there on the catch point and really give him something to think about. Physically jar that football and knock it out.
He's loose. And he's forced out of bounds close to the goal line, and that shove saved a touchdown.
Hey, listen, explosive plays comes in all different shapes and sizes. That time they attack the outside to the left on the ground, and that is a momentum-shifting play.
They know they have a huge advantage there. I expect them to go right back to it.
And what do you do now if you're on defense? You got to be expecting that they're going to try and tack that side of the field, maybe in the same way, maybe on this next play right here.
Looking for just one more yard. It's touchdown Tiger! And they grab the advantage, taking the lead here in the fourth.
And this is a running back, guys, that gets better as the game goes on. Here we are late in this one, and he's still breaking off big runs, impressive, making people miss, showing you the speed. And that touchdown gives his team the lead.
He'll bring it out. It's Wilson. He was looking for more running room, but none to be found as he stopped at the 23. Opening play of this drive will come from their own 23. From the gun, leaves it on the inside with the back. And this one will be stopped for no gain.
Well, this is a defense that we know takes tons of pride stopping the run. That's where it all starts and ends with them, and you saw a great effort on that last play.
To the air, it's Robertson. Still looking, on the move. He's going to run it. Maybe a 3-yard pickup there, third and long coming up.
I got to be honest. I know the defense respected this guy's running ability. I don't know, though, if they knew it was this good. He has been gashing them in this game with his legs, and already you're seeing the defense now make some adjustments to slow this guy down.
And the quarterback is knocked down back at the 13.
These are the plays as a defense that mean so much for so many reasons. Getting in the backfield, obviously getting the sack, so putting him a little bit behind the sticks, but also hitting that quarterback, making him think. That goes a long way in disrupting the quarterback's rhythm.
And here we go, down a score. They'll go for it on fourth down. He might want another play. On fourth down, looking to pass. And he is finding wide open defenders all over the field. His third interception of the day.
And that is a backbreaker. It's fourth down, though. Listen, you got to throw the football. You got to try to make a play. But the defense came up big in a big moment.
Missouri has the offense ready to go on the field. And they've got a little bit of a cushion here, David. If they can add to it on this drive, it would be nice.
And it definitely makes it.
And it's picked off. That's the turnover they desperately needed. He's loose down the middle. At the 20. 10. Touchdown, Baylor! The defense putting points on the board.
So much pressure on this defense just to get a stop on this drive. They were trailing, but after that turn of events and the interception, they've now got the lead. And remember, they're going to have to come right back on the field. They've got to be able to refocus themselves. But what a play.
Wants to throw. It's Robertson. Quarterback now breaking the field. Into the end zone he goes for the two-point conversion, and the lead is 4. Kickoff unit on the field, and this defense will be called on to protect this lead. From inside the 10-yard line, he'll bring it back. He was hoping for something a little more dynamic, but they get him on the ground at the 20. A lot of field in front of them as they open this possession from their own 20. Looking to throw on first down. Looking to the big tight end. He's got an open man. Turning on the Jets.
That's what's so scary about this offense. They've got guys in the perimeter that can change the game in one single play, and you saw it right there. Too much speed on the perimeter to create that explosive play.
That's the way to open a drive. Now they'll put it in play just shy of midfield. Got a man. It's Hardy. It's a seam wide open. All the way down to the 27-yard line before they get him out of bounds, and this offense is threatening.
And that's why if you're the offensive coordinator, you've got to find as many ways as possible to get this guy going. Just get him the ball close to the line of scrimmage. Doesn't need to be a throw deep down the field. He's so dynamic when he has the ball in his hands. You saw it right there.
Caught in the backfield, it's Hardy. And the defense holds firm. No pickup at all on that play. They're dealing with a second and long. Gonna look downfield again. Those two not on the same page. It's incomplete. Certain moments in the game you know are just a little bit bigger. Here's one of them. Big play coming on third and long. Good timing on the quick out. Got some room, headed to the goal line. Touchdown, Missouri! They move on top here in the fourth.
They had a nice job in the fourth quarter making plays and a nice job being on the same page. QB, receiver. You could tell he broke with the football. He caught it in stride, gets into the end zone. Nice pitch and catch right there. Nice chemistry by the QB and wide receiver.
He'll bring it out. It's Wilson. I know he thinks he can house every return, but sometimes you just have to take a knee as he stopped at the 14. First play of this drive comes from the 14-yard line. Gonna run it. It's Washington. Pushes ahead for 2. They'll mark it at the 17.
That's a really good job by the defense, wrapping them up, getting them on the ground. Take away that run game. Make them one-dimensional, put them in passing situations. Really good job by the defense.
Back to throw, it's Robertson. Makes the catch, it's Washington. Makes the tackle at the 32, but they were backed up inside their 20, and they pick up 15. They'll snap this one from the 32. It's first down. Out of the gun, the inside handoff to the running back.
And here's the thing, the strategy. You want to run the ball because, yes, you want to score and you want to win, but you don't want to leave a lot of time left on the clock for their offense to get another opportunity. So that's a bit of the gamesmanship going on right now. And I think you're seeing that with their offensive coordinator and his choice in play call.
Wants to go up top. He wants a big play here late. Snags it inside the 20. He stopped just short of the goal line at the 1. An explosive play has him set up.
Thank you very much. That's what the quarterback's thinking on that last play. I think he was even shocked that his receiver was that wide open downfield. He'll take it.
So now the opportunity to take the lead with a 1st and goal here. They'll try to get it in with the run. And this was just a low man wins battle right on the doorstep of the goal line, and the defense comes up with the stop. Can the D deny them on 2nd and goal? Let's go! Quarterback Steve trying to power his way ahead for a few. The defense going to stop the clock with a timeout. They want to make sure they have everybody on the same page.
And nice job by this defense. You kind of knew something like this was coming. Great job. You got to get penetration. First thing you have to do is get up under that center. Make it really hard for him to go forward right now. Nice penetration, stopping the quarterback sneak in its tracks.
Turning to the running game here on 3rd and goal. Stopped in the backfield, and this defense has forced him into 4th down. The defense calls the timeout, and that's their last one of the half. And this could prove to be the biggest play of the game. They'll go for it on 4th and goal. Dropping back, it's Robertson. And it is another interception. Just a terrible struggle for this quarterback.
And what a play by the defense, right? You got the lead, but your backs are up against the wall down in your own red zone. Someone's got to be able to step up and make a play. And he delivers in the end zone, getting the INT, preserving his team's lead here late.
And there was nowhere to go, just stopped in his tracks in the backfield. Quick timeout call by the defense, stopping the clock to save as much time as possible for their offense. And the Tigers enter the final minute with the lead. 2nd down, they'll go to the air. Just about had another one picked off. They have been way too reckless with the football, throwing it away 3 times already.
That play call is going to force a lot of people to scratch their heads because you've got the lead late. Why aren't you just running the ball? When you throw, you risk having interceptions like that right there. That should have been picked.
That pass is well off target. He got hit as he was trying to throw, and they can't convert on 3rd down.
And that is a frustrating possession for this offense. You wanted to run the football, maybe take some time. You did the opposite. Got in a bad situation, threw the football, stopped the clock. Not how you manage a game late in the 4th quarter.
They have the lead in a 1-possession game, but they're thinking deliver the knockout blow, but this carries big-time risk on 4th down. He'll try to throw and pick up the 1st down. Converts on 4th down, and he's still going. He's got enough for the 1st down, and that ought to be enough to put them in victory formation for the rest of this one. Missouri has it ready to go with another 1st down. Give to the back. He is going nowhere. Stop at the line of scrimmage.
Great job at contained by this defense. And in order to do that, the end man on the line of scrimmage defensively has got to be able to set the point and force the football back into traffic. And that's exactly what happened.
There he goes. He finds enough room to get it up to the 28-yard line before going out of bounds.
Well, a lot of bad things happening on that play if you're on offense because, 1, you lost yards, but 2, you ran out of bounds. You've got the lead. You want to bleed this clock. It's one thing to lose yards, but stay in bounds. Just go down.
The Tigers come to the line on 3rd and short, trying to convert here. They'll throw on 3rd and short. Blasted as he lets it go. And they fail to hook up on 3rd down.
I think in this situation after that incompletion, 4th and short on your side of the field, the smart play is to punt it away and trust your defense.
They'll keep the offense on the field on 4th down already with a 1-possession lead. Makes the grab past the marker. Able to work it to the 39-yard line, and that'll be a 1st down. Here's this offense with a fresh set of downs. Wants to go up top on 1st down. He's going for the big play. The pass is incomplete, and there are 2 ticks remaining on the clock.